What's going on there, throttle lockers? Welcome to another one of my videos. Today, ain't got a whole lot to talk about, but I am going to say this. If you like my videos, hit that thumbs up, and if you want to see more, man, hit that subscribe down below. But make sure that you ring the little guardian bell to protect you from all the videos that you're going to be missing out on. So today, I am finally going to get this thing put in my name. I finally got all my financials in order. I even sold my truck over the weekend to help afford all this. And now I've got the title. I'm going to go put it in my name and all, make it all legal for me. But you'll be seeing me riding a lot more now because I've been working with the wife on the V-Star, trying to get her more practice of riding so we can actually get out and do some rides together. But I didn't want to ride the V-Star too much because I just wanted her to get as much time as she could with it. And now that I'm going to be able to have this in my name, I'm going to go ahead and get this put in my name, and I'm going to put some freaking miles on this bastard. I know it's been about a month since I've had a hold of it and all, but it took a little while, but everything's fixed now. So that's where I'm heading right now, is over to the tag agency so I can get this thing updated and all, and then I want to be riding the crap out of it. But like I said, I sold my truck to afford this, and it kind of sucks because I really enjoyed my truck. I loved it and all. I've had it for years, but I never really drove it anymore. I mean, once my wife got her a new car, I took over her old one because it was cheaper on fuel. But it was just one of those deals that my buddy hit me up, said, "Hey man, are you still wanting to sell it?" And I was like, "Sure." And we got it all taken care of within a couple days, and then I was able to have this all taken care of as well at the same time. So it's one of those. Now I'm able to afford this thing, and I'm gonna be happy. Actually, I am happy. I mean, it's a big weight off my shoulders, you know. I mean, bills and all that pile up, and when you're trying to have nice things, it's not easy. But best advice I could say is don't overwhelm yourself and don't overdo yourself, because if my finances weren't going to work out and I was not going to be able to afford this, it was going to suck because I'd have to give it back and all. But at the same time, I wanted to make sure that everything I did was not only going to affect my finances of myself, but my finances for my family, you know. So you don't want to, if you're wanting to get stuff like this, have nice toys and stuff, just do it little at a time. Don't try to overwhelm yourself, because like my truck payment, it was the most expensive thing I had. But now that that's gone, it lightened up my load a little bit, and I'm able to breathe a little bit better, a little bit more relaxed now, just because I ain't got to worry about another loan. So I'm glad that that's taken care of, and I can actually sit here and just worry about affording this thing and enjoy the hell out of it. I do have some ideas of what I want to do with this bike, like the Eagle Spirits and all. I know a lot of the guys like the Eagles, and which I'm one of them. But a lot of them get the chrome and gold. I'm going to go with the chrome and black on this bike. So I'm going to get everything changed out, the crank cover, the derby cover, stuff like that, and just go everything with that Eagle Spirit chrome and black. I think that would look really good on this bike. Still debating if I want to change out the bars. I did, once I put the new clamp on, I did tip them back a little bit, and it's actually a little bit higher up on my shoulders, which is nice. But I'm not sure if I want to go with 12s or not. I mean, we'll just have to see. I mean, there's some minor dents and dings and damages on this, but for a 2000 having 31,000 miles on it and I'm only paying $6 for it, that's not bad. I mean, it's not the greatest deal out there, but it's a pretty good one. I've just been so antsy on riding this thing that I just have been having to wait and be patient about the financial aspect of it, and now that that's all taken care of, now it's time to really get out and go for some rides. And like I said in my previous video, this thing is comfortable. Like, I just absolutely love this bike. And so now it's just time to make her look a little bit more my style and get some more miles put on her. And I'm a happy camper, man. I cannot complain. But I do want to ask you guys, what was your first bike? Now, I did previously say in one of my other videos that my first bike was a 1998 Suzuki Marauder 800. But my first Harley was a 95 Sportster 1200cc, and it only had 10,000 miles on it, which I loved my Sporty. It was a good bike. It just wasn't big enough for me and my wife. And that's what I really wanted. I wanted something that me and her could get on and go out and ride, and this is definitely it. But now she's also got the V-Star, so she could take her own bike and do her own stuff. But I would like to know, like, what was y'all's first bike? And if you guys did end up getting a Harley, what was your first Harley, and what was the pros and cons about your first bike? Whether your first bike was a Harley, or your first bike was a Jap bike, or a British bike, whatever, just let me know. I mean, I'd like to hear what you guys thought of your first vehicles, like, or your first motorcycles. I think that would be a cool little story to hear. So leave me a comment down below. I mean, one of the biggest reasons why I like this bike is that it has every single receipt, all the paperwork from the day it was purchased, which they still have the brochure, the pamphlets and all that they give you when you first buy a bike from the dealership. He has all that. And I'm like, dude, that's amazing. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't see why that's a big deal. Well, if I had this bike 20, 30 years from now, and if I ever go to resell it, that's gonna boost the value of the bike. So it's one of those, like, if you do get a bike that's straight from a dealership and all, or brand spanking new, whatever, if you do get one, if you could, keep every receipt that you can on the bike, because that boosts the value of the vehicle. It's not one that you're wasting your time with, because when these end up becoming collectors, like the flatheads and the panheads and shovels and knuckles, one day they will become a classic sought after bike. And that's where I'm giving you guys a great deal of advice. Save your receipts, because then if one day something happens and you need to turn around and sell it, you would actually be able to ask for more, because you would have documentation saying that you have everything that's ever been done to the bike, whether it's oil changes, tire changes, freaking aftermarket pieces, anything like that. That is the best way to go about it, because like I said, to a collector, they will be looking for that. And that's why I'm like, man, this guy knew what he was doing when he bought this bike, and it's awesome to see that he knew what this bike could be valued at later on in life. And that's why I gotta say, he did a really good job on this one, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted it, is because of all the information it had. Well, we're gonna come over here now to the tag agency and try to get this all taken care of. I'm gonna go in here and talk to my buddy and see what we can do. I need this. And this is what I was talking about. All the paperwork. It's freaking nice. God, I love that. Alright, let's go do this. it has been a really long day, so I'm ready to get home. I'm ready to relax and call it a day. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below what your first bike was and how you enjoyed it and all. Or if you didn't enjoy it, let me know. I mean, you gotta talk to me. Or not, I don't care. But I'm getting out of here. You guys always remember, keep those throttles locked, those tires hot. But never, ever forget, keep that rubber down. I will catch y'all next time.